Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. Today we are continuing our Steven Spielberg series. It is a long series. We're crushing it. We're getting through there. It is a lot of fun, and it's really interesting to see a lot of his intricacies and how they have grown and how they are building, even just with this movie and the next one, Empire of the Sun, that I just finished watching today. So definitely subscribe so you don't miss that next week, because I'm excited to talk about that one. But today we're going to be talking about The Color Purple. The Color Purple was released in 1985. It was written by Menno Meyjes and directed by, of course, Steven Spielberg. No spoilers, but the general idea here is that it is about the Old South, and it is about racism, it's about love, and to a certain extent, LGBTQ. And really what happens is there's this character named Celie who gets married into this awful, union, and she's kind of treated poorly, and she gets separated from her friend and her love of her life, and it's truly a devastating movie, and there's a lot to kind of unpack here, and we're not going to do a lot of that, alright? It's going to be more of a general review than unpacking, because I don't want to spoil anything. It's a good movie. It's a damn good movie. But there are a lot of issues, so I apologize if it sounds like I'm bashing it more than I like it. I do love the movie, but I don't want to take up all your time. I'm going to talk about much of the negatives, but first I want to talk about one overwhelming positive, which is Whoopi Goldberg as Celie. Wow, she blew me away. She absolutely blew me away. I was not expecting, when I started watching this, to be like, oh, I'm excited to see Whoopi Goldberg. No, I really wasn't. I was like, okay, fine. I liked her in Ghost. We'll see how we go here. Wow, blew me away. I think this is one of my favorite performances of anybody ever. Like, really, I think it's such a fantastic performance. I can't believe she didn't win an Oscar for it. It is a stunning, stunning performance. And it's her first. It blows me away. It's so good. I need to watch more Whoopi Goldberg movies, and I will at some point in the future, just not in the near future, unfortunately. I just don't have time. But I absolutely loved her in this film, and she really does tie the whole film together. I think without Whoopi Goldberg, this would not have worked. I truly believe that. It doesn't matter that it's Steven Spielberg. I think that she really does seal the movie together. Now, Steven Spielberg did not do bad in this film at all. His directing was very fun. It was very interesting, very intricate as well. And it is a little long. It's like 2.5 hours or something like that. But I got through it, and it doesn't feel like a chore, but it does feel long. You're like, wow, that took a long time. And I think a lot of that has to do with every act is long, which I appreciate, because it means that the pacing wasn't bad, right? But it's still super long. The exposition is really long, but honestly, somehow not long enough. Like, just because Celie got taken away from her friend, I didn't really feel a whole lot for that. I was like, okay, that's really sad. Moving on. And I just wish that I felt more for that, but I didn't, because we didn't get to know them together as a pair as much. And there wasn't a whole lot of foreshadowing of them being taken away either. We could have had a little bit more of that. That would have been nice. The second act is very long. Like, it is very long, which normally it is the longest act in a movie. But still, I don't think it needs to be that long. And what really works in that act is Whoopi Goldberg, getting to know her as the character as Celie more than the young counterpart. And yes, was it good? Absolutely. Every minute of this movie is very good, but it feels like it doesn't need to be as long. The third act is really, really solid. I like the ending a whole lot. I really, really, truly do. And I think that they could have dished out the LGBTQ a little bit more. It made it really more obvious that it was that way, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, I think they're in love, but I can't really tell. They are, but I can't really tell. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that this came out in 1985, which is, back in the day of you're not allowed to be gay. But now, here we are, we're allowed to be gay. And this is definitely one of those movies that doesn't age particularly well, because it just doesn't look like they wanted to show that this character was LGBTQ. And that's a little frustrating, but it was made in 1985, so you have to look at it in some kind of perspective of, yes, we get it. Back then it wasn't as widely acceptable, which is wrong, but it's true. It's a fact. And that's really unfortunate. I don't think this movie could be remade now. It is being remade now, but I really hope it's going to be a musical. They're making I think there already is a Broadway musical, but they're making a film of it for 2023, I think. And I'm excited for it, but I'm cautiously excited, because This movie is really, really darn good, and I really don't want them to mess it up, and I know they're going to. Because I don't think Whoopi Goldberg's attached to the film, and I'm pretty confident Spielberg is not as well. And those two, I think, are honestly quite essential to making this film what this film is, but I suppose we shall see. Overall, it's a good movie. It's a very, very good movie. If you haven't checked it out, it is on HBO Max right now. I recommend you watch it. It is very good. It is very good, a Steven Spielberg movie, you know? It's definitely one of his more serious films. We haven't had a whole lot of those, you know? We just got done with the Indiana Jones movies, and E.T. just came out, I think, right before this. Yes, right before this. And it's his first real serious movie, and it's good. It really shows that Steven Spielberg understands these kind of concepts, and I think he really does build on them, because Empire of the Sun, I'm very excited to talk about Empire of the Sun, so definitely subscribe and come back to that next week, because, yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give The Color Purple an A-. Have you seen The Color Purple? Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about the film. I love talking to you guys, so definitely consider doing that. Please consider subscribing, because once we get to 200 subscribers, I'm going to be doing an 8-hour-long live stream, and you do not want to miss that. It's going to be so fun. It's like a variety show I have planned. It's really, really going to be fun. So definitely consider subscribing, and as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.